Welcome back to the program. Now, many call him the master of music, wizard writer, and a perfect pianist. Well, David Foster has been and continues to be a major influence in the world of music, and many of the great talents he's worked with has gone on to be superstars.
That's right. I think of these names: Celine Dion, Josh Groban, Michael Bublé. These are just some of the names he's brought to fame, and it's amazing that this man alone is responsible for hundreds of recording hits that we enjoy listening to today.
That's right. It takes decades of hard work, overcoming humble beginnings to achieve success. So my chat with David Foster continues with a flashback of his past and a look ahead to his future. Hitman David Foster proves to be a powerful force in the music business. His 40-year journey in this industry has seen him go from a performer to a composer and a producer, responsible for creating some of the greatest hits such as The Power of Love and You Raise Me Up.
You raise me up,
It's been about 40 years now, and if I look at it, if I may, knowing the little that I know, each of the 4 decades has its own color and story, I feel. Like in the 70s, you started out, you were a talented musician, established yourself as one. 80s, you took a new career path. 90s, you really nailed it, the top R&B producer, the top singles producer. Coming into the new millennium, how do you see yourself?
My career kind of nosedived a little at the end of the 80s, then I somehow propelled myself into the 90s. It kind of nosedived at the end of the 90s when the Swedish sound came in and rap music became prominent, and I was kind of left behind. And Andre Bocelli, Michael Bublé, Josh Groban, and my own career, again, revitalized as a touring, and as a performer and as a recording artist. I've managed to kind of swim and circumnavigate all the perils of having a failed career. And it's just worked great for me. I had a friend teach me years ago. He said, retreat and attack in another direction. And it's such great advice.
Yeah.
Because there'll come a day, for instance, in your career, there'll come a day, it'll be a long way away, when you won't be on television.
But building on the skills that you already have, you had a new direction.
So you're watching the producers, you'll maybe have a production company, you'll retreat and attack in another direction when this face is no longer wanted on television. 'Cause your business is way more brutal than my business, right? But if you're smart, which you probably are, you'll retreat and attack in another direction. You'll figure out another way to make a living, a great living, maybe even a better living at doing what you love.
Yeah, and when I do that, I will definitely remember you.
Retreat and attack in another direction.
Yeah. Now, 40 years in the business, you can say that you've seen it all, been there, done that. So what makes you still excited about this industry?
I just love music. I mean, I can't imagine my life without it. I love it, and I still feel there's so many challenges out there for me and so many things that I haven't done.
Right.
I saw an interview with Steven Spielberg about 10 years ago, and they said, well, what movie are you going to do? And he said, well, I'm 50, so I only have probably 10 more movies that I can make in my life. And I thought, wow, that's such a finite number, 10. And so for me, now at 60, I only have a very finite number of CDs I can produce, artists I can find, careers I can help. It's a very small and finite number. And I want to do it right up till the end. I mean, what else would I do? There's nothing else that I want to do.
Well, that's very interesting because there was once in an interview, I think you mentioned your good friend Celine Dion, and you said your theory is that she will probably walk away one day when she's at the top, like a top athlete. So is that the way you see yourself going, or like you said before, you're just going to go all the way?
Yeah. No, I'm not getting out. I still believe that Celine will kind of go.
That's
See ya.
it.
And then maybe return 10 or 15 years later. But she always wanted to have a family. She has she has 3 sons now.
Yes.
They're going to keep her pretty busy. She'll do her Vegas stint. She'll record a little more. But she's 42. She's just going to kind of go, thank you.
And for you, I'm going to go on till the end.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to slow down, but I don't know how to. Of course, health is an issue.
Yes.
As you get older, to take care of yourself. And that becomes, you just don't wake up and feel good. It's like it takes work to feel good.
Are you a purist at heart in the sense that, what do you think about music like Lady Gaga or Adam Lambert?
I am absolutely not a purist. I see great and beauty in every kind of music, in every genre. I've always give this answer is that I don't know how to make that kind of music, but it doesn't mean I don't love it. And even though I love to work with great singers, I have a great deal of respect for any hit record that, you know, if it's reached millions of people, it must have some redeeming quality to it. So when you take something like Britney, for instance, and I always use her as an example, I've never met her, but I love her records. I think she made great records and great choices. You know, somebody in her camp or her herself was making great choices, going, yes, that song's good, that one is not. And the records were fantastic. She's not a great singer, but she has a great tone, and her delivery, her whole thing, the package was unbelievable. And, you know, all throughout the decades, if you look at a singer like Helen Reddy, way before your time, but she wasn't that great a singer, but she made great song choices. It's so important. Like Quincy Jones says, there's 3 elements to a hit record: the song, and the song, and the song. Those are the 3 elements. And somebody in Britney's camp or her was making great choices. Gaga is making great choices in everything she's doing. I love it. I went to her concert and was thoroughly entertained. I thought it was amazing.
If there's one thing that you want to do, you know, that is a must, what would it be?
You mean the bucket list?
Yeah,
On the bucket
sort
list.
of, yeah. What's number 1 on your bucket list?
I want to visit the Middle East.
Why?
It just fascinates me. I mean, I want to go to Egypt. I want to go to Israel. I want to go to Jordan. I want to go to Dubai and Qatar and Doha and all these, Abu Dhabi, all these places that I've read about and heard about. And I want to go to Australia. I've never been to Australia. And we'll throw in the Antarctic while we're at it. I've been to the Arctic. So I guess my answer is travel.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I, you know, for the better part of those 40 years, I've been in a room with no windows making music. And I haven't traveled as much as I should have. And if I'm going to take time off, it'll be to travel. Of course, I'll probably work there when I get there. I mean, I don't know if you can do a concert in Antarctica,
You
but if
must
you
make
can.
sure, yeah, you take time off to, sightsee it.
You know, I don't take elevators, right? Like, not at all. Like, zero.
Really? For health
Through a-
reasons?
No, just because I'm claustrophobic.
Oh.
So tomorrow we're walking up. I can't wait to see the sands. You know, the
walking
500
up the
foot.
sands? No way.
Yeah, we're walking up the sands tomorrow. We got
No
permission to walk
way.
up. Yeah.
Really?
It's like
Do you know the
half an
weather is
hour.
really hot here?
Yeah, but it'll be a good 40
Exercise.
minutes. Yeah, it'll be great. And I can't wait to see
Wow.
that building. I mean, this is a beautiful place. Singapore, I was here 16 years ago, and it really left an impression with me, the cleanness and the beauty of the place and the people. Asia's like amazing.
Yeah. Well, we are so glad you are here in Asia right now. Thank you so much, David.
You're welcome,
for being
Suzanne.
part of it.
Thanks.
Thank you, David.